Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The Monkees, co-starring Michael Nesmith, Davy Jones, and Peter Tork, was on the air from 1966 to 68. And while many might think the show is where Micky Dolenz got his big break, he had actually established his TV career much earlier. At age 11, with the stage name Mickey Braddock, he had the lead role on the 1956 show Circus Boy. In 1959, he appeared in a live broadcast on the show Playhouse 90. This episode, The Velvet Alley, was written by Rod Serling and co-starred Art Carney, Leslie Nielsen, Burt Reynolds, Diane Cannon, and Jack Klugman. Having acquired musical experience, in 1966, Micky Dolenz landed the part as the singing drummer on the Monkees. And he sang two of their #1 hits. On their debut, it was Boyce and Hart's Last Train to Clarksville. And on their next LP, it was Neil Diamond's I'm a Believer. Although he's enjoyed a lifelong career in showbiz, the name Micky Dolenz will always be synonymous with the beloved classic TV show, The Monkees. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The Phil Silvers Show ran from 1955 to 59, and Car 54 Where Are You from 1961 to 63. So what did these two shows have in common? Well, there was actor-comedian Joe E. Ross, who played Sergeant Ritzik on The Silvers Show, and then he played Officer Tootie on Car 54. The same actress, Beatrice Pons, played Ross's loudmouth, domineering wife on both shows. Joe also kept his trademark catchphrase, "Oh, oh," on both shows, although a bit more sparingly on Car 54. Reportedly, this bit came from Ross being unsure of his lines when Silvers would throw him a curveball in the script by ad-libbing. Of course, Ross's co-star on Car 54 was the legendary Fred Gwynne. And Fred just so happened to make his television debut on The Phil Silvers Show. So what or who was responsible for these clear connections? That would be the director, writer, and producer, Nat Hiken. He amassed 4 of his 8 Emmys for his efforts on these two classic TV shows. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Daktari aired on CBS from 1966 to 69 with 89 episodes. The show starred Marshall Thompson, who played veterinarian Marsh Tracy, and Cheryl Miller, who played his daughter, Paula. And then there were the two famous animal stars on the show, Judy the chimpanzee and Clarence the lion. Daktari was a spin-off of the movie Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion, where Clarence got his big break. Although he was a male, his sweet temperament and golden locks earned him the moniker the Shirley Temple of the lion world. Judy the chimpanzee at the same time played Debbie the Bloop on Lost in Space, and she was trained to respond to 75 hand signals. And reportedly, she also loved coffee and donuts. On Daktari, both animals won Patsy Awards, which stands for Picture Animal Television Stars of the Year. The show was produced in association with MGM Television, which is interesting, as I'm sure you know MGM has always had a fondness for lions. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. Another TV crush I had was on Dawn Wells. On Gilligan's Island, her girl-next-door character of Mary Ann Summers won many hearts. Wells got her start representing her home state of Nevada in the 1960 Miss America pageant. And soon after, she headed to Hollywood. And in just a few weeks, she landed her first role on ABC's drama, The Roaring Twenties. Dawn then appeared in classic TV shows like 77 Sunset Strip, Surfside 6, and Hawaiian Eye. Also in westerns like Maverick, Bonanza, and The Wild Wild West. In 1964, Dawn began her 98-episode portrayal as Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island. Her wholesome yet gorgeous character was often considered one of the most popular elements of the show. After Gilligan, Dawn continued in her film work. She also performed in at least 100 stage productions. The iconic Dawn Wells will forever be a fan favorite, as well as one of my TV crushes. After all, TV Guide did rank her in its top 50 sexiest stars of all time. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. The Emmy and Golden Globe nominated series, The Streets of San Francisco, ran for 5 seasons on ABC, beginning in 1972. It was produced by the highly successful Quinn Martin and starred the classic movie star and Oscar winner Carl Malden. As the son of his longtime friend Kirk Douglas, Malden said that did influence him to push for Michael Douglas to be his co-star. During the 4th season of Streets, Michael took the opportunity to co-produce a little film titled One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Well, that little film cleaned up at the 1975 Academy Awards, and Michael took home the Best Picture trophy. After winning his Oscar, Douglas decided to leave the TV show, but not before establishing a bond of friendship with Malden that lasted for the rest of Carl's 97-year-long life. The Streets of San Francisco had an incredible amount of guest stars appearing during its run, and there were many from classic TV, such as Ricky Nelson, Susan Day, Van Williams, Marion Ross, Tom Selleck, and the list goes on. Also, one soon-to-be Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill guest starred. To me, one of the coolest facts about the streets of San Francisco was that they filmed it all on location. They even created a soundstage out of a rented-out warehouse at the base of Telegraph Hill, which reportedly is still there. Greetings, fellow classic TV fans. In 1956, Ed Sullivan introduced the TV world to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Elvis temporarily relinquished his crown due in part to the British invasion and by focusing his efforts on being a movie star. But in 1968, NBC aired the special Singer, as in the Sewing Machine, presents Elvis, later commonly known as the 68 Comeback Special. As the highest-rated TV show of the season, it represented Elvis's third act. How? By returning him to the world of live musical performance. The famous costume designer Bill Ballou designed Elvis's iconic black leather rocker outfit. And reportedly joining his bandmates Scotty Moore and DJ Fontana for that sit-down jam was the forerunner of MTV's Unplugged series. In 2002, a holographic clip from the special was used in a televised duet with Celine Dion. Their performance of If I Can Dream shot to #1 on the iTunes charts, proving once again that Elvis was still the king.